Today, we're diving deep into a vehicle that really represents how far the Chinese automotive industry has come in such a short time. This is the 2026 GAC Trumpchi S7, and it's not just another mid-size SUV. It's a statement, one that says Chinese automakers are no longer playing catch-up. They're ready to compete head-on with Japanese, Korean, and even European brands. This is going to be a very detailed review, so if you're considering buying the Trumpchi S7, or just curious about how it stacks up against rivals like the Toyota Highlander, Honda Pilot, Hyundai Santa Fe, or even entry-level European SUVs, stick with me. Over the next 40+ minutes, I'll cover everything from the design to the interior, the technology, performance, safety, practicality, pricing, and of course, the all-important driving experience. By the end, you'll know exactly whether the S7 deserves a place in your garage. The first impression of the S7 is that it doesn't look like a budget SUV anymore. A few years ago, Chinese cars often looked like copies of popular Japanese or German models, but now GAC has created a design language that's unique and very appealing. And then up front, you'll immediately notice the wide diamond pattern grille. Unlike traditional horizontal slats, this one almost looks like a 3D sculpture, and it gives the SUV a bold stance. On higher trims, the grille has a dark chrome finish, which adds an upscale touch without being flashy. The grille flows seamlessly into the slim LED headlights, which have a very sharp DRL signature. These lights aren't just for style, they're adaptive LEDs, so they adjust beam patterns based on road conditions and oncoming traffic. NNTHE hood lines are muscular but not overdone, tapering towards the A-pillars. Along the side, you'll see a very modern floating roof design. The blacked-out pillars, combined with chrome accents around the windows, create a premium look that's on par with luxury SUVs, and NNTHE wheels deserve a mention too. Lower trims start with 18-inch alloys, but the higher trims get 21-inch diamond-cut alloys that not only look aggressive, but also fill the wheel arches nicely. The rear end is equally striking, with a full-width LED light bar and sequential turn indicators. That's a feature we used to only see on luxury brands like Audi, but now it's standard here. NNTHE bumper is clean but still sporty, with dual integrated exhaust outlets and a subtle diffuser element. From every angle, the South 7 has road presence, and that's crucial in today's SUV market. It's stylish, it's bold, and it definitely doesn't look like an affordable SUV anymore. Open the door, and you immediately understand where GAC is putting its money. The interior experience, NNTHE, first thing that catches your eye is the dual-screen setup. You have a fully digital 12.3-inch instrument cluster and a massive 15.6-inch infotainment screen that dominates the center. Both screens are crisp, high-resolution, and feel like something from a luxury German brand. What's impressive is that GAC didn't just stop at visuals. They've worked hard on the software. The interface is quick, the transitions are smooth, and the icons are modern and intuitive. And yes, both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are supported wirelessly. But even if you don't use those, GAC's native system is very capable. It has built-in 5G connectivity, AI voice assistant, real-time navigation with augmented reality overlays, and even gesture controls for simple tasks like answering a call or skipping a track. Moving down, climate control is partially integrated into the screen, but thankfully, GAC left physical toggles for the basics: temperature, fan speed, and defrost. This is a small thing, but it makes daily use so much easier compared to rivals that bury everything behind menus, and material quality is surprisingly premium. The dashboard is wrapped in soft-touch leather with contrast stitching. The seats, depending on trim, come in synthetic leather, Nappa leather, or even eco-friendly sustainable materials in the hybrid model. There's brushed aluminum on the center console, open-pore wood on the higher trims, and customizable ambient lighting with 64 colors running along the door panels, and dash seating comfort is excellent. The front seats are multi-way power adjustable, with heating, ventilation, and even a massage function on higher trims. The driver's seat has memory settings, and the steering wheel is both heated and power adjustable. Rear passengers aren't forgotten either. In the 5-seater version, you get a very spacious second row, with ample legroom and recline function. In the 7-seater, the second row still offers sliding adjustment to balance space between the second and third rows. The third row, as expected, is best for kids or short trips, but it's definitely usable. There are plenty of thoughtful touches too. Rear climate control with a dedicated panel, USB-C charging ports in all rows, a wireless charging pad up front, and a massive panoramic sunroof that stretches almost the full length of the roof. Overall, the interior feels futuristic, premium, and genuinely inviting. It's a cabin you'd be proud to show off to friends and family. Now let's go deeper into the tech, because this is one of the areas where the S7 really shines. NNTHE infotainment system is built around GAC's ADIGO 5.0 platform, which integrates navigation, entertainment, and vehicle settings into one ecosystem. Thanks to its 5G connectivity, features like real-time traffic updates, over-the-air software upgrades, and even app downloads are supported. NNTHE AI voice assistant is one of the best in class. Unlike older systems, where you had to memorize commands, this one understands natural speech. You can say, "It's too hot in here," and it'll lower the temperature. Or, "I'm hungry," and it'll find nearby restaurants. It even responds to multiple voices, so passengers can interact without confusing the system. And sound quality is another highlight. On the top trim, you get a Yamaha 12-speaker premium sound system. The tuning is excellent, with clear highs, strong mids, and deep bass. It genuinely feels like a concert hall inside. You also get a head-up display projecting speed, navigation, and safety warnings directly onto the windshield. For families, there's even an optional rear seat entertainment package, with dual screens mounted behind the front headrest, complete with HDMI and USB ports for gaming or streaming. Now, let's talk about how the S7 drives, because design and features are only half the story. NNTHE's standard engine is a 2.0-liter turbocharged four-cylinder, producing around 250 horsepower and 380 newton-meters of torque. It's paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission. This engine delivers smooth, linear power, and it feels adequate for both city driving and highway cruising. The real excitement comes from the hybrid version. This setup combines the same 2.0-liter turbo with an electric motor, producing a combined output of about 320 horsepower. The acceleration is noticeably stronger, and the hybrid system is tuned to switch seamlessly between electric and petrol power. There's also a plug-in hybrid version planned in some markets, offering up to 80 kilometers of pure electric range. For many people, that means you can do your daily commute entirely on electric power and only rely on the petrol engine for longer trips. North and on the road, the S7 feels composed. The suspension is tuned for comfort, but doesn't get floaty at higher speeds. Body roll is well controlled for an SUV this size, and the steering is nicely weighted, light in the city, heavier on the highway. And noise insulation is another area where GAC has improved massively. The cabin remains quiet at highway speeds, with minimal wind or road noise. In the hybrid, when running in EV mode, it's whisper silent, which makes city driving very relaxing. And braking is strong and confidence-inspiring, with regenerative braking in the hybrid and PHEV models that can be adjusted for different levels of energy recovery. Overall, the S7 isn't a performance SUV, but it delivers a very refined, comfortable, and confident driving experience, and safety and driver assistance. Safety is a big priority in the S7. GAC equips it with the ADIGO pilot system, which is their suite of driver assistance features. This includes in-adaptive cruise control with stop-and-go north and lane keep assist, and lane centering, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alerting, automatic emergency braking traffic sign recognition. On higher trims, you even get Level 2 plus semi-autonomous driving, meaning the car can handle highway cruising almost by itself, steering, braking, and accelerating while the driver supervises. There's also a very clear 360-degree camera system with 3D rendering, making parking easy. GAC has also put effort into the crash structure, using high-strength steel, and the S7 has scored highly in regional safety tests. Practicality and usability. Being a mid-size SUV, the S7 is designed for families. Cargo space is generous, with over 700 liters in the 5-seat configuration and around 450 liters even in the 7-seat model with the third row up. Fold down the second and third rows, and you have a flat, massive space for carrying larger items. And interior storage is excellent too. Big door bins, a huge center console, multiple cup holders, and clever hidden compartments under the floor. GAC clearly thought about daily usability. And fuel economy is competitive. The standard petrol engine delivers decent efficiency, while the hybrid improves that significantly. The PHEV, if charged regularly, could make running costs very low for city users. And in pricing and market position in pricing is where the S7 really shakes things up. Depending on the market, it undercuts rivals like the Toyota Highlander and Hyundai Santa Fe by several $1,000s, while offering more technology and often more space. NNTHE challenge, of course, is brand perception. GAC doesn't have the same global recognition as Toyota or Honda. Resale value may not be as strong, and some buyers may hesitate. But for those willing to take a chance, the S7 represents outstanding value for money. Final thoughts and SO. After spending all this time exploring the 2026 GAC Trumpchi S7, what's the verdict? Well, it's clear that GAC has matured into a serious player. The S7 offers bold design, a luxurious interior, advanced technology, competitive performance, and strong safety features. It's a vehicle that can genuinely compete with established rivals, and in some areas, it actually surpasses them. NNIF. You're someone who values tech, style, and value for money. The Trumpchi S7 deserves to be on your shortlist. It may not carry the same brand prestige yet, but it delivers a driving and ownership experience that punches above its price. And in short, the 2026 Trumpchi S7 shows us that the future of SUVs is no longer dominated only by Japanese, Korean, or European brands. The Chinese are here, and they're here to stay.